Hey there, buddy Powder here, and welcome back to Dark Souls 2. So in the last episode, we killed the Skeleton Kings, and we're working our way towards the Covetous Demon out here in... Whoa, what is this zone called? This is known as Harvest Valley, that's right. We're at the second bonfire of Harvest Valley. For those of you playing ahead, at this point we're basically mostly through the valley itself, and everything else is going to be inside this large tower here. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be going in this level here. If you follow this path straight ahead, up in there, this is going to bring you directly to a fog wall and a boss. As soon as you get to that boss is fairly easy, and there should also be quite a bit of co-op help offered there, as everybody just became Sunbros, and they're going to be dropping their signs there in order to get tokens. After you kill that boss, then you are in the primary structure. You're actually going to move your way up. You're going to be up on some of those balconies there, and you can see that item up there sticking out, and you're going to work your way up through, and there's going to be a second boss. You probably won't have time to get to her today, but there's... Okay, let me correct this. We're going to come in here, you're going to fight the Covetous Demon almost right away. He's within a few minutes in here, fog wall. Beyond him is a bonfire. Right past him in the next room is a bonfire. Then you're going to move through the zone and you're going to find a second bonfire in the primary heart of this building. That's going to be our objective for today. We're going to get to that bonfire and we're going to start looting a lot of the extras in that zone, as there's a ton of loot for us to get. And before you leave that area, there will be another boss, which will be our target for probably the next video. That's your objectives for today. For those of you staying around, first thing we're doing is we are going back to here. I want to get a better chime, and I want to start upgrading it, and I was talking last time about hexes a bit, and how I think it might be a good idea to at least augment them in a little bit as needed. I think I'm going to do that. We have a pretty good chunk of souls. Let's see, what do we have that we can consume also? We got a... Whoops. No. Use. 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 I think you guys get what I'm doing. I'm using these souls. I'm not overly concerned. We're coming up on a point where we're going to be able to farm a ton of souls if we want to. So, now is a good point in the game to start really exploring and playing with different items that you might like, you might not like, but you're not sure. Here's a good point to start doing that. So, there we go. We now have 71,000 souls. That's pretty good. Alright. Buy item. We want this Archdrake Chime, because as you can see it has both B Lightning and B Hex, so it's good for both Lightning and Hex. It'll give us one Chime for both, and we don't have one, correct. We already have the ring, and then... So, as I was going through here, I was talking about the different ones. For example, Dark Orb is pretty similar to the Arcane Missile. What is it called? Soul Spear. And if we click in here, you'll see... Cast using Catalyst of Staff. Catalyst of Staff. Sacred Chime. Resonant Soul. A hex that distorts power of life, emits a dark mass at the cost of souls. It's 100 souls. You can still cast it. Greater is same thing, more soul cost, and so forth. We're going to pick up this one here. We only need to get up to 10 int to use it. So we already have the Faith. That's pretty easy. And it'll give us 21 additional ranged casts if we need it. We're still going to primary use Lightning. We're going to be primary Faith-based. But since we're already at 8 int, it's worth the 2 soul levels. Yes. And let's see. I mean, we'd only have to go up to 13. For now, though, we're going to hold off. That's good enough for now. Okay. Back to Majula. Majula. And there. Okay, just for comparison, if we come in here and we look at our chime and then this chime, right now this one does have slightly better lightning augmentation. You can see this one is lightning of A, that one is lightning of B, but B compared to D. And if we also look at our what is augmented in the actual cast, over here it's 95 and 95 compared to 105 and 105. So, the Priest Chine scales better with R plus Faith. However, this has a better internal scaling on Lightning itself, and it's going to come out ahead. So we're going to go ahead and... we haven't been using this. We should have been using this. Because that's 130. How did I end up using the Priests? I'm dumb. Because that's 135, 125. Oh well. We're going to be using that one for now. And we're going to pump a bunch of souls into that. Let's see. How are we on weight? 67.3. That's pretty good. And we should see... Hey, where is she? I thought What's-Her-Face would be here. I guess not until we kill the Covetous demon.
I knew you.
Reinforce, and our Equip Chime. We're going to push it as high as we can, as we'll probably use this one most of the rest of the game at this point. There we go. So we're up to +5 on it. We now have a 168 augmenter on both. Pretty good.
I'll be around.
And we're going to talk to the maiden over here. And
Bear, seek, less.
level up. Ooh, one other thing I forgot to mention about that hex we picked up. It requires 2 attunement slots. So, int to 10, and let's see if we can get... That's 4. Let's stick with 4 for now. Do I want to put anything in anywhere else? I kind of want to dump adaptability, get a little more agility. I think that'd be nice. However, we also need more endurance. Our equip weight's not too bad. Let's go here. We're going to bring our endurance up to 20, or our vigor up to 20, and then our endurance up to 15. That'll work for now. Good. And 2 spells. There we go. We have 2 open spots, and we'll put that in there. Good. And once we get our second lightning, this emit force will be gone. We're going to get rid of that. Okay. Now we're set up to rock and roll. See here, we'll cast one of these resonant souls, so 357 souls. There goes 100, and another 100. So you can go through souls pretty quick when you have 21 casts of that. Oops, wrong button. And back to combat we go. The nice thing about the hexes, though, they don't have near the wind-up that the lightning spear does. You know, this lightning spear has about a second and a half wind-up before you throw it. Once it's traveling, it travels about the same speed, but that initial startup is much, much slower. Okay. These guys are really a joke. You don't have to fear them all that much. There's a spot up here where you can get up to 3 of them at once. That area can be a little hairy. However, if you're patient, take your time, choose your openings. They're not too bad. Okay, all these vases filled with poison, so just be careful moving through here. You can see down below there's 2 more of those guys. We're just going to ignore them. We're going to move up through here. As we come up here, just keep moving. On your left is going to be a poison spewing mushroom cloud thing. Okay. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Come here. So you can see there's one there, and there's a third one up here. Mainly just don't let them knock you off the edge. Oh yeah, high Titanite shard drop rate too, which is very nice. Okay. I'm trying to get backstabs on these guys. They're so finicky. It's kind of the left shoulder you want to get on, their right. Or no, their left. Okay. There is the boss room. We got some things we want to clear out first before we go in there. First, right here is a room with some more guys in it. If I'm pulling one with range, it's because there's more stuff in that room. Just stick with me for a moment. Hey! Stop that. There you go. There's 3 of these guys in that room also. That's why I was hanging back a little bit. There should be one more right there. Good. Okay. A chest with a blood stain in front of it. Not a mimic. Must be a trap. Poison! Okay. And a torch. Totally worth it. Alright, we're not done yet. Alright. Kill that guy, just for fun. Now, we want to get out to that little landing there. The best way I have found to do this is line up right here off this edge with a run, and then do a plunging attack. You won't roll, you won't jump over jump, you won't miss, you'll just plop right there. So just run at it, and then plunging attack. Alright, there's 3 of these mannequin guys. They are very agile and very quick. You want to be careful of the windows you leave them open, as they can stun you real quick and they're going to bleed you. There's also clearly a trap there. And for some reason, they don't set off their own traps. I don't know why. Well, that was a fail in the AI. Makes our job easier. We're going to step and roll. 3 arrows. Going to move on ahead. There's going to be another one right here on the left. All 3 are on the left. Well, one's in the middle, and then there's 2 on the left. Nothing on the right. Oh, I lied. There's a soul and a titanite shard on the right. And a chest. Heavy crossbow bolts. Or heavy crossbow +3 and heavy bolts. So it's an already upgraded crossbow. Alright, to get back from here now, we're going to do basically the same thing, except we're actually going to jump this time for kind of where that sign is setting. Let me get here. But we're not done yet. We got a path down there we want to go. We're going to get poisoned here, so we want to have our life gems ready. Those 2 guys are in that room. Oh, they're coming. We're going to just go. We're going to run by them, get down here. That's this flash shard. Now, up in this room is where we're actually headed. There's 3 or 4 of these guys. Once you're poisoned, there's really not a whole lot to worry about. You're already poisoned, so just watch your health. And there you go. And here is a Pharaoh's Lockstone. Now this is going to open up a wall here. How many do we have? Let me see. As long as we have 2. We need 1. Yeah, we don't need 1 there. We're good. We'll go ahead and we're going to use this one for now. We should come across another one very soon. This gives us a poison bite ring. We'll increase our poison resistance. So there we go, poison bite ring and a soul of a proud knight. This is just a poison resist ring, as you would expect. Where is it? Right there. It increases poison resist, so if we look through here, it takes us from 119 to 269. A pretty good upgrade, 150 upgrade. Are there any fights where you really need poison resist? Not really. One of these guys died, he got poisoned to death. These guys will get poisoned from these jars. So if you just kind of let them wander around in here enough, they'll break enough jars and they'll die themselves. There's a ladder, we can go up. Alright, it's boss time. Now, do I want to do this boss solo? Ooh, our sword is kind of low. How are we on repair powder? I should start buying repair powder. We have no repair powder. That's not good. I think we'll be alright. But we do want to make sure we have iron arrows. Yes. Okay. So, using teamwork, summoning some allies makes this fight an unbelievable joke. Even without that, he is pretty darn easy. The Covetous slime is Jabba the Hutt. or the Covetous demon. He's Jabba the Hutt. He's this big lizard thing that slops around on the floor, and as long as you don't let him get you, you're pretty easy. He'll do this side-to-side roll occasionally. The one big thing you have to worry about is he will, if you get in front of him for too long, he will chew you up, he'll swallow you, and then regurgitate you back out with none of your armor. Now, your armor's not gone, your weapons aren't gone, he just unequips you, so you have to run around the room re-equipping your stuff without getting killed. That's the one part that can actually be dangerous. However, there's a cheat we can do. So when we enter the room, right away, I'm going to pull out my bow. And hanging around the ceiling above us, there's like 5 vases suspended from the ceiling, kind of similar to this one over here, but bigger, with bodies in it, with hollow men in it. And if you break those, which I can do with iron arrows, not regular, but iron, that's why I checked to see what it was, they will come down and the demon will completely ignore you and wander around and eat up these guys. And while he's doing that, you can just wail on him with your weapon. Now, he does take reduced damage while this is going on, but it's free attack time. So that's going to be my objective here today. We're going to go ahead and, whoops, pull the bow up, and here we go. So as soon as we go in, bow up, there's one, and boop, and boop, and boop. There should be another 1 or 2 there, and I think that's all of them. Alright, and there we can get a pretty good look at the Covetous demon. Now, we don't want to attack any of the hollows, we're just looking at him. You can kind of see it's Jabba the Hutt. We can chuck some lightning bolts at him. He's just going to wander around, he's going to do his thing. However, do realize he is taking probably, I'd say a little more than 50% of his normal damage. Where these are hitting for 50-ish, I'd say normally they'd be hitting for about 90-ish. Is there still at least a few? Yeah, there's at least one of those still alive. Oh, and we're out of those. Cast Force. Let's try our... So that's hitting for 63, that's pretty good. We're just kind of wearing through him. Alright, now he's out. We'll go ahead and we'll do the rest in melee. The whole thing with him, just kind of circle him, and he walks... Oh, he's not done. He walks in a very odd manner. He doesn't actually just straight up charge you. He kind of moves around, and here comes a leap, it looks like. See, he kind of flops around a little bit. He's very strange. But he's ridiculously easy. And if you have 2 or 3 people here just chucking lightning bolts at him without dropping those guys down from above, he doesn't take reduced damage. He just dies. He just blows up. He's gone. Okay. Easy enough, right? Let's go ahead. Now, right up through here is the bonfire sawn out, and there is Lucatiel. Go ahead and light the bonfire. We're going to rest at the bonfire. Talk to Lucatiel. She's starting to lose her mind.
Still on the road, are you? Sorry to have burdened you so. This is for you, by way of an apology.
Ring of Steel Protection +1.
I found my thoughts growing hazy. My memories are fading, oldest first. The curse is doing its work upon me. I am frightened. Terribly so. If everything should fade, what will be left of me?
We'll come back and finish talking to her. Before we do that, though, I want to put down a summoning sign. So maybe we'll get summoned while we're going through this. And this is what I was talking about. So, from the bonfire, we can rest. We got to come down here. We only have to kill 2 guys. We have to kill that one that's running at us, and there's a second one around the corner. We kill those 2. We can throw down our yellow summoning sign, and we should get summoned within a matter of moments. Get up. The only part here that you even have to be remotely cautious is that guy right there. Stick your head up and then get back so he doesn't smack you with the hammer. Then he'll come in. Come on. Come on, big boy. You might have seen that. I wasn't actually behind him. I was kind of here when I backstabbed him. I've been noticing that. It's a little weird. It's not a true backstab. Okay. Now we can put down our summoning sign, and it's going to be different. It's going to be special. Because we're Brotherhood. There. See? Ours is all yellowy stuff. Good stuff. Alright, back to Lucatile. And then we're going to start working our way up through here. And we can continue to work through this zone and drop our summoning sign back there without much trouble.
I had an older brother. We learned to fence together. He became the most decorated swordsman in all of Mirror. I never even compared to him. In fact, I never beat him. Not once. But then, one day, he was gone. Lost without a trace. Now I'm certain that he was taken by the curse. If only someone would hear my tale. My brother must have come here, too. Soon I may forget even about him.
So she's a real downer. She's not... You do want to talk to her here. She will be a huge asset to an upcoming boss fight. Not the next one, but the one after that, an optional boss. She is a huge bonus to that fight there. Alright, we're going to start moving up through this area. Oh, I didn't expect you guys to aggro. Really? Is that how it is? You're going to poison me? I don't take kindly to folks that go poisoning me. Come here, boy. And get up, get up, get up. Dead. Okay. Now, my main focus in this part, I don't know if we're going to have enough time today. We will try. But the other lightning spear, we want to get to that. That'll give us so much more damage. You can kind of see the fog wall up there. You actually approach that fog wall from the outside. That is the bonfire, so it's not very far ahead of us. I'm going to pull out my bow here, and I'm going to auto-target this guy. And this is the easiest way to do this. Just whittle away at this guy. Step out, let his arrow come. And we'll do this little dance. Ah! Almost had him. There we go. And this one we're going to take care of. Whoops. Helps if I... Oh boy, what am I doing? I know how to play the game. Unfortunately, you can't do headshots. They have no heads. This one can be a little more tricky. Actually, this one we don't even really need to kill. We can just put this here in the way. He'll never really be able to shoot through it at us. Woo! That guy will, though. Come here. Come on in here. Come on. Holy! I don't like you. That wasn't very nice. Darn Grave Wardens. We're going to see them again later in the game, and they're always a pain in the butt. Alright, we're just going to run by here. Get out to this side. And we're being summoned. Alright, we're going to hold up there. Let's pop it out. Alright. Here we go. And we got, looks like 2 heavy armor wears, so we'll just do most of the damage. Oh, that guy pulled out miracles also. Should be unbelievably easy. This should only take us 30 seconds. And this is a great way to really start farming souls. Lightning! As long as our captain there doesn't die from getting smushed. Ah, I missed. Ah! I couldn't get out of the way. The other guy was in the way. Alright. There we go. He's dead. Now we want to Estus flask before we leave, because we'll get our Estus flasks back. There we go. Full health. And this guy doesn't drop a ton of souls, but, you know, it's easy and it's better than nothing. And now we're going to have full durability back, full spells back. The only thing we lost was I used one life gem before we entered. So now we can run back without even stopping and resting at the bonfire. We can replace our sign and we can continue on. And this is what I do in this area. And again, we want to get, I think it's 30, it might be 20 of those sunlight medallions I got, which for, right here, sunlight medallion, 20 or 30 in order to get to the rank in the Covenant we need in order to get the Greater Sun Spear. So we're going to drop our sign back down again. Now there is a point where the run back down here becomes a little too much. Once we do that, maybe one more time after this might be the last time too, then we're going to just focus on moving ahead rather than that, and I can always do all this farming off camera. I want to focus more on getting the items we need as we move forward. Just going to run by this archer dude. And out here, on our left, we want to be careful. Oh! Hit the wall. And whoops. We want to kill this guy. He's all but dead. Oh my god. I hit the wall in that third swing initially. I thought that guy was going to be dead, and then yeah, things didn't go well from there. Yep, alright. Darn it. Gotta repair our rings, because that's both of them broken, I believe. I probably should have double checked, but I'm pretty sure one of them was already broke. We also need some arrows. We're almost out of arrows. Oops. Repair. And buy. So yeah, we're down to 5. Let's, should we buy all... How much is that going to cost me? 10,000 souls, basically? Yeah, we'll do that. Then we don't have to worry about arrows.
If you make it back.
And right back we go. I'm not going to worry about the summoning sign. Let me see. We're almost out of time already. Yeah, we're just going to push ahead to the next bonfire, and we'll pick up there after that. Once you start having fun, what I'm going to do is, yeah, I'm going to get to the next bonfire, and then I will come back and do a bunch of co-op, farm a bunch of sunlight metals off camera. I might collect it on my my whatchamacallit hodgepodge, and that way it's at least compressed. If you all want to see that footage, let me know in the comments section. I could always accelerate 5 times or whatever, and put it to music, you know. That was a mistake, pal. Okay. Now. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come at me, bro. Alright. If you really want to kill this guy, you can kill him right here. For now, we're just going to bypass him. I believe there's nothing down here, but let's double check real quick. I should use that more. That does a lot more damage than I remember. Oh, there's a chest down here. Ah, crap. Now we're going to have to kill those guys. We'll get that chest, and then we'll go to the bonfire. You may notice these handles that I'm kind of running by. I haven't really brought notice to. Those... You know what? Didn't kill you? Ah, now I'm poisoned. Darn apes. Nope, wrong item. So those handles are used for dropping gates in this area. There are gates all over the place. If we come back through here, you'll see there's a gate right... Where is it? Is it up above? They're just gates. You'll have to take my word. I'll try and show them if we get there. That they're trying to drop on to lock you out of certain areas. Now, there's always a path around behind the gate, but it normally takes you out and around and takes you through a less than ideal situation. So if you ever see anybody trying to pull those levers on you, you want to get them off of it before they actually manage to activate it. Alright, we're going to go ahead, progress through here. Here is the bonfire now I was talking about. We're going to go ahead and we're going to light this. So, for the time being, I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to farm any more of the items in here. I want you guys to see every item I pick up. But I'm going to go back to the last bonfire, and I'm going to do some co-op. I'm going to do probably 3 or 4 successes, and, you know, get 5, 6 of those tokens, and then I will come back and we'll pick up from there at the next episode. It'll give me some souls to spend also. Until then, though, this has been Paler. Thanks for watching.